Where's the competition?
There is no more self-esteem or competition from anyone. And for those watching this video, this is really good news. You could use this as a lever for success. So I see the kids in our generation and I have no idea how their lives are gonna unfold. They let themselves get pushed around by everyone. Just like a rubber duck thrown into the ocean. The ocean decides where you go. Do you get stepped on and get used way too much? Well, it's all because of the way we're brought up. Everyone wants the title of leadership, but at the same time, they don't really want it. It's too much responsibility to control that much of everything. But at the same time, it's a privilege. We all want success, but no one's willing to put up a fight for it. It's like a lion going to get his food and lets a bear take it from him just because he wasn't willing to put up a fight. How does that make the lion look? Weak. The king, however, is not all nice and he doesn't let anyone step on him. This king is relentless. He is a monster with danger under control. Relentlessness is usually seen as a negative trait from the day we're born. Don't fight the kid for your toys. Go tell a teacher if he does that. Tell your mom, don't fight back. Now, I don't endorse people fighting for resources, but we have always been told to tell others, and we were never told we were the ones in control of our lives. Who will you tell when someone takes your role in the workforce, or someone smashes your business? Someone takes your position in your dream college? Will you tell your school teacher? Will you tell your mother? You need a method of getting and keeping the things that you want without the help of others. Relentlessness isn't all aggression and fighting. Relentlessness isn't being the kid who bites the other guy because someone took his Lego set. No, it's about focus. I'm not talking about the focus of trying to sit through your teacher's school lecture. I mean the focus of your purpose. What are you truly aiming for? Because if you truly wanted it, would you surrender it to other people at any time in life when things get hard? Look at the preschool child. On average, the 2-year-old boy is the most aggressive thing there is. So let's say this boy is in preschool and someone takes his toys from him. Now, as grown adults, we'd politely ask for it back, but the kid will go on a full-on rampage. He will fight for it back because he hasn't been told the modern way of getting it back, which is telling the teacher and sitting back while watching the teacher use her authority to get the toys back. No, this boy will be determined, focused on getting his toy back, using whatever methods it takes. Could be biting, fighting, snatching, kicking, anything. His intentions aren't to hurt anyone. No, his intentions are to get his toy back. This relentless mindset of I want this is what gets people really far in life. And it's all because no one wants to come in your way. People don't have self-respect for themselves because they want to depend on others. They say, oh, just let the other guy do it. Let him go through with the plans. I don't want to get in the way of that. This is called intricate persistence, and it is becoming a lost art in our modern day. Those who have this relentless mindset are instantly respected and they get what they want because it's quite obvious when they walk into a room. Then we know what they want because their level of presence is that high. The worst thing to happen to modern society is this reckless, uncontrolled, fake toughness that people put on, and it involves being loud and obnoxious. And this is exactly what people think of when you mention aggression to them. This is what the kid did. And sadly, the world is tilting towards this relentless aggression, which is bringing in even more resentment for it. The thing is, now that you know what real aggression is, you can use it in any field and to conquer that field. It's so easy that sometimes it's hard to believe. Do you really just have to be dominant and assertive to get what you want? Is it really the way that no one wants to come in your way? But yeah, this is the key to getting anything you want. With presence, focus on the people you are talking to. Focus where you're going to go with each conversation. What is your intention? If you truly had a purpose, would you let anyone get in this path that you're paving for yourself? With assertiveness, the key is just to be straight up. That's it. If you wanted a retest for a test you did bad on in school, then you just ask your teacher, I want a retest. Now there's gonna be some dude who says, oh, but you need to provide a reason for the retest. No. You start giving a reason yourself because you believe you need a reason. If your assertiveness and presence is high enough, you don't need to provide a reason because that person, the teacher, they will just know with your presence. Again, this is because they don't want to compete. They won't show their side of the aggression. Steve Jobs is a very famous example of this. There's one time when he started to develop the main iPhone and he needed some parts for it that the company couldn't afford. He sent in people to try and negotiate. So he sent in his first businessman and he failed. He sent in the second one and he failed to get the price down to what Steve Jobs wanted. Then Steve Jobs went in there himself. He came back with a price lower than what he had imagined. How? Because the businessmen, none of them used assertiveness. They just asked, like, could we possibly get a lower price? Steve Jobs went in there. He said, I need a lower price. He went in there and they knew this guy was serious business. So will you continue to be the timid and shy individual you are now? Or will you use the power of the king to control your inner monster and use it when you need to?